Good morning, good afternoon for some people. It may be even good evening. If you're watching this on the live stream, this is a new year, a new opportunity to learn, to grow, and I'm looking forward to 2022 as uh, leveling up to a new experience with automotive marketing, education, and helping dealers sell more cars in a digital age. If you're watching on the live stream, would you just take a moment and say hello and say, "Hey, Brian, I can see you and hear you loud and clear." That's always important when you're doing the live stream. So give me a little confirmation. I wanted to start off with sharing some insights that I have for the upcoming year. And then I have a few announcements to make that I think that will be applicable for everyone in the automotive industry. We are still leaning in and trying to figure out how to adapt with low inventory. Good morning, Tony Thorson. And it doesn't seem like inventory supplies are going to change anytime soon. But I do think that this is the time. Michael Rose, welcome. West Coast, Midwest, we have them all today. I think this is the time to sit back and really plan how we can reduce our operating costs and be very nimble to prepare for some of the unknowns in 2022 and 2023. So the first statement I'd like to make, good morning, Scott. I want to offer to dealer principals a one-on-one brainstorming opportunity this year. I'm going to block out about a dozen meetings without charge for dealer principals and dealer groups who want to share with me some of the challenges they see for the year ahead and let me brainstorm with them to help them put together a strategy. Mike, welcome. Happy New Year to you. So if you're a dealer principal or a CEO of a dealer group and you would like a sounding board, someone who understands automotive retail marketing, automotive retail strategy, I'd love to offer and invest in you. So the first 12 dealer principals or CEOs of dealer groups who reach out to me, I'd like to just block out an hour of time, hear some of the strategy challenges that you have, and share some of my insights. So that's number one. Number two, this is a unique time for rethinking automotive sales process. And although we are somewhat stagnating because cars are selling as quickly as they land on the lot, I don't want our momentum in moving to a new sales process using technology, making it faster and easier, mostly online for consumers to buy their next car. Yet, I also understand that dealers may be putting that off to the side because, cars are turning so quickly. I want to challenge everyone that this is the time. They say, when do you repair the roof? Not during the middle of a rainstorm. I really want to lean in and just say there's so many changes that we really should use this time of record profitability to lean in and really establish new sales processes. For example, through most of 2020 and 2021, I've challenged the idea of why do we still have a BDC model that chases consumers after they submit a lead when we could reorganize the dealership to serve consumers when they're on our website during normal business hours. You may have seen folks like David Kane talk about how Podium as a universal messaging platform can work to enable e-commerce and streamline communication. You've probably seen some of the published work that we've done with CarNow and Gubagoo and Roadster and others to streamline the sales process and to serve instead of chase. And yet so many dealers are still frustrated. Hey, I need a new BDC manager. I need a new BDC manager. Hey, people are leaving my BDC. How do I retain my BDC folks? How do I train? And really one of the problems is the structure is broken. And so for 2022, I'm looking to lean in harder to encourage dealers to move from a serve mentality, from a chase mentality. And the chase mentality, of course, is supported by the OEMs and people who sell leads. But when someone's on your website during normal business hours, why aren't we serving them and answering their questions? And now more than ever, that's so important because with inventory levels so low, most of the consumers who come to your website are disappointed. Let me say that again. Most of the consumers that come to dealer websites are disappointed. And how do I know this? I've gotten a record number of calls every single month from friends who are looking for cars, seeing if I can help them find the car. Most car dealer websites don't make it clear that when someone comes to the website and they can't find a car, it's not clear, it's not proactive that they should be talking to that dealer to see if they can do a dealer trade, if they could find something in the used car market for them. And so, more importantly, this idea of serving in real time is even more important for 2022 because most of the time I'm getting these calls from friends. Hey, Brian, I went to this Audi dealer. I went to this Audi dealer. I went to this Audi dealer. I can't find the car that I want. And what was very interesting is no one's saying, hey, I went to this Audi dealer's website. They didn't have the car that I want, but they made it absolutely perfectly clear and proactively reached out to me and said, if you don't see the car you want, we will help you get it. So I think we also need to understand that our website strategies have to change. Our visitor traffic is more disappointed than ever before. And so, again, I'd love to work with dealers who are looking for a marketing and retail strategy partner who are looking to do more with the existing traffic that they get. And let me say this for dealer groups, this is a multi-million dollar opportunity. What do I mean by that? When you look at a dealer group that has 20, 40, 60, 100 stores, changing the overall conversion rate of the website by just a 0.5% represents tens of millions of dollars. Why is that important? Well, when you look at dealer websites, there's little changes that can be made that can increase the conversion. And unfortunately, most of the dealer website companies today are so stretched from these OEM programs of just maintaining things at a very low cost. They really don't have the time to do website optimization or conversion optimization, or they're not thinking out of the box. But I'm going to tell you that since I know consumers are being disappointed by most dealer websites, those website experiences have to change now. And since we still get thousands of people coming to the dealer websites, we should be serving them in real time instead of chasing them. And let me just make it clear, there's no shortage of people looking to buy a car. The problem is we are not meeting them during the shopping journey and proactively telling them, look, it's a difficult time. And I understand our website may not show a lot of inventory, but we have a solution. I've recently visited a dealer and they had 4 or 5 people that just sit in front of screens all day working at the online auctions, buying cars, matching consumers with the online auctions to satisfy them in their local community, meaning it's a SWAT team to solve a problem. Now, there's others who are saying, Brian, I don't want to be buying used cars at this high prices, but at the end of the day, being nimble allows you to still make your margin on the sale plus whatever residuals you may have from the bank and F&I products. So doing nothing and waiting for things to get better isn't a strategy, and doing things the same way you've always done them isn't an option. And staffing a BDC that waits for people to submit a lead, and really the number of leads you get, you might even want to say, is a reflection of how many people are disappointed from your website experience. I bring this all up because 2022 looks like an amazing year for car dealers if they want to use this time to pivot, relook at their sales process, relook at what their BDC does. And if the BDC is primarily focused on responding to leads, I'm just going to tell you, you're leaving millions of dollars on the table because you can call up some of the keynote presentations that we had at our conferences in 2021. And the Weiler Automotive Group is just one example of what happens when you move from forms to a formless website. And so if dealers understand that where they have the least amount of staff and the least amount of inventory, almost the least amount of distractions, this is the time to retool. That means maybe investing in some new technology, having a messaging and texting infrastructure instead of an email infrastructure, moving towards mobile payment, mobile reservations instead of phone calls as pretty much the way in which we do it. And of course, going from formed websites to formless websites. These are some of the insights for 2022. Now, I also think this is the year that dealers and OEMs have to get together and work up their digital retailing strategy. I am hoping with the support of the automotive community to do a national education campaign to help dealers understand what the OEM perspective is, and for the OEMs to better understand the dealer perspective, and especially dealer group perspective, so we can come together on a digital retailing strategy, a online retailing strategy. For years, the OEMs have stayed out of the software business and have not mandated a CRM platform, have not mandated a DMS platform, have not mandated, for most part, a website platform because there's often multiple choices. They haven't mandated a desking tool. They haven't mandated a menuing platform. But there's, I don't know, a change in some of the OEMs' strategy that they believe that they, for the first time in automotive history, can build a robust, flexible, nimble software platform that can meet the needs of a single point store, a mid-sized group, and a national dealer group, all in one solution. And I think it's a dangerous precedent because there's a lot of wasted brain cycles now going on with OEMs putting down other digital retailing platforms that they once supported in favor of a single digital retailing platform that doesn't fit with dealer group strategies. It doesn't fit with certain technology offerings. And here's what we know. Competition helps make software get better. And if there was one platform, what are we going to end up with? Probably mediocre and frustrating experiences. You see, the OEMs have to realize it's the dealer network that really creates that customer point of contact experience. Technology is enabling, but it's people that connect the brand with local consumers. And I just want to work harder in 2022 to try to find a middle ground where OEMs create a data lake. That data lake has all of the incentives, banking, financing, trim level details in order for third-party retailing tools to plug in and deliver accurate payments down to the trim level, body style, zip code, including motor vehicle fees and taxes, delivery charges, F&I products, to understand the complete transaction. And it needs to be an open environment. And if we don't really work hard now, we're going to be wasting a lot of time and again losing momentum when the bigger prize is working together with dealers and OEMs and the vendor community to create the platform that allows people to innovate at the dealer group level and at the individual dealer level. Now, I mentioned that there was a couple announcements. I'm very excited. People have been asking for me to reboot the mentoring program, the online mentoring program that would help people who are starting their careers in automotive marketing to have some really good training and ideas and updated strategies. So this month, we're going to be kicking off our automotive marketing mentorship program. It will be 9 or 10 weeks. It will be 1 hour a week for 10 weeks. It will be live coaching via a Zoom group meeting. I will be leading many of the classes. My brother and partner Glenn will be leading some of the classes, and we're bringing in some specialists to talk about social media advertising, video marketing, SEO, and Google Ads. And what we're going to do is create an amazing environment for people to learn. Who should go? Well, I think any general managers who want to understand the latest trends and accountability measures for marketing. A marketing manager who's new to the role, meaning someone who's been doing automotive marketing for 10 years at a dealer group. No, this mentoring program wouldn't be for them. It's not an advanced marketing class. But people who are new to the automotive industry but have had marketing experience, people who are new to a role in automotive marketing, and of course, anyone who's looking to help their dealer group, a performance manager or a regional manager, and also OEM field representatives. There's a number of OEMs who put their people out in the field, whether they're digital marketing specialists or digital retailing specialists. We're going to be talking about all the things that would help people grow in the year ahead. So we're going to kick this off this month, and it will run pretty much right up to NADA, and it will be recorded and it will be in a private environment. So if you're interested in getting someone registered for the mentoring program, you could shoot me an email. Let me just pop in my email here into the notes, and that will allow you to send me an email. The registration will start later this week. It will be limited. We already have, I think, 11 or 12 people registered. We'll probably keep it to around 25 people. This allows people to ask questions, and all the sessions will be recorded. So if someone misses a week because of a conflict, they can go back and listen to the teaching and all the comments. There'll be some supporting materials as always. So I'm really glad that we're kicking off the automotive marketing mentorship program, 9 to 10 weeks. And we have 9 confirmed, but I may add 1 week depending on the feedback from the group and what they really want to accomplish. Few other announcements. Please get registered early for DMSC in the Napa Valley, which will be held in May, and our new Modern Retailing Conference in Palm Beach in November. Remember, the Modern Retailing Conference is going to expand on the great work we've done with the Automotive Attribution Summit that we've been running for the last 4 years. We're going to expand with a new conference theme, Modern Retailing Conference. We're going to have a whole track on creative marketing and the needs of modern retailing. Paul Daly and the team from Congruent is going to help pick out speakers. And so we're going to be talking about video production and graphics and brand promise. We're going to have a track on sales process. So we're going to be talking about the new ways in which modern retailing strategies have to adjust and adopt our sales process. We're going to talk about the human resource element of modern retailing. So attracting, retaining, and training the next generation of retail specialists. Of course, we're going to be talking about marketing and the latest marketing strategies. So in November, the Modern Retailing Conference will be expanded in scope and attendance. We also have a number of OEMs very interested in getting their teams and having private meetings along with the conference. So if you're working with a marketing management company for OEMs, reach out to me to see if you want to tag team a 20 group meeting or a power user group meeting along with either of these conferences. I also want you to know that the conference agenda and the conference formats will be expanded based on feedback we received from dealers in 2021. So, digitalmarketingstrategies.org, boom, it's right there for you. Modern Retail Conference um, is where you want to go to look at the dates. Again, Napa Valley in May and the Modern Retailing Conference in November. If you are a vendor or working serving the dealer community and you'd like to be a sponsor, Carrie is handling all of the sponsorship opportunities as she has for the last 13 years. And I just want to let you know that you need to act quickly. The contracts for the May conference really need to be in over the next week or two. Otherwise, the sponsorship spots will be all taken up. And then, of course, if you want that key placement for the Modern Retail Conference next November, well, all I can tell you is the conference agenda and the dealers that are going to send their people to this expanded Modern Retailing Conference is going to be absolutely a win-win. So don't forget to reach out and sponsor. One last thing before we move forward. If you're going out to NADA, you should know that the automotive um, industry's top technical awards, the AWA Awards, will be presented once again at NADA Thursday evening. It will be at the Aria Hotel. And of course, we're recognizing the best websites, CRM tools, DMS products, automation tools, video marketing, social media platforms, the best of the best, including digital retailing tools, will be recognized by our review team. Now, prior to NADA, the week before, we're going to do almost like a home shopping network. 4 days, 4 hours a day. We're going to be reviewing and highlighting the products that we are reviewing right now for the AWA Awards. We're no longer accepting any more applications because this year we've been flooded with new products. But stay tuned for some really cool information on how you can watch the live stream as I review and highlight the products that we've been looking at. And then in March, prior to the kickoff of NADA, that Thursday evening, I'm going to invite the members of the vendor community, the investment community, venture capital community, come out to the AWA Awards. Get your tickets now. Go to awa.autos and get your tickets for that special awards dinner. And I want to recommend that the vendors purchase a table. You may want to bring out some of your best clients or your dealer group leaders to this special event. And well, it's the best networking event before NADA kicks off. Well, I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I'm very excited about the year ahead. It's about adapting to change. And well, there's significant opportunities for retail efficiency, lowering our operating costs, increasing our market share by doing things a little differently. Not because we have to, but we see the writing on the wall. And also, if you're willing and interested in working with me to create a more cohesive strategy between dealers and OEMs regarding digital retailing, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, I'd love for you to reach out to me, Brian at brianpash.com, because we need to come together and really unite instead of 15 OEMs with 15 different digital retailing solutions creating a mess for dealer groups. We need to have a unified data lake, an opportunity for digital retailing technology platforms to pull accurate information. Obviously, we have amazing tools like companies like MarketScan that provide amazing amounts of data for the accurate calculation of penny perfect transaction. But there's more than that. It is many pieces to the puzzle are needed to create a retail transaction. Instead of 15 different solutions, why couldn't we work together to create a modern retailing platform that we all could benefit from and that would enable innovation to continue instead of one platform trying to be the best solution for everyone? Maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree, but the future for 2022, well, it's here. So if you would like to be one of those 12 dealer principals or CEOs of dealer groups that would like to lock in an hour just coaching session, sharing with you some answers to maybe some of the things that you're approaching this year, just shoot me an email, brian@brianpash.com. If you enjoyed this session, would you share it with your industry colleagues? And if you enjoyed this session, would you put a little note in the comments right now? Whether you're watching this live or later, just say, hey, thanks for opening up the year with some good news about education, about innovation, and collaboration. So don't forget to look for information on the Automotive Marketing Mentorship Program, and don't forget to sign up for my LinkedIn newsletter. Thousands of automotive professionals have already signed up. I have every 2 weeks, I'll be pushing out a new article. The new one's coming out this week. So get ready for some great information with my automotive retail newsletter on LinkedIn. So you can just go to my profile and sign up. Happy New Year, everyone. Can I get a Happy New Year from you? Come on, give me some encouragement. I'm the one standing in front of the camera and, hoping to add value to you and the year ahead. Thank you for all the people who've been supportive of my work, attending our conferences, trusting PCG Digital as your agency, and investing in the books that I've written. It's so great to be in this industry. We have a great year ahead, even though there's some uncertainty. This is where entrepreneurs thrive. This is where market share gains are made. It's not by being paralyzed. It's not by being paralyzed. It's being willing to take risks when no one else wants to take risks. And if you're looking for a guide for that strategy for 2022, give me a buzz, brian@brianpash.com. Thanks for all the nice, kind words. And everyone, have a great start to the new year.